You don't have to party like it's 1985 anymore. You can party like it's 2015. 30 years later, the Royals are world champs.
There seems to be quite a bit of noise in this stadium. One reason why the MVP, Salvador Perez, just passed to our right. Got a huge smile on her face, Sean Holt. And who doesn't, who follows the Royals?
Including this big crowd behind us here.
Look at this crowd here. Say hi to Kansas City.
How about
this crowd has doubled, tripled since last night. And why not?
You know, you're right, Al. Last night we were here and a good group stuck around. Tonight, a bigger group. And I know that there were a number of people who last night got online, booked flights, bought tickets. I talked to several of them today, and they are, many of them, right there. This ballpark, City, is Royals' home park tonight. We are live in the heart of New York City. Phil and Susan, let me show you something literally in the shadow of the Empire State Building. But that's not what's important. The icon we're looking at is this place right here. This is Foley's, New York, a haven for Midwest sports fans. See the Iowa State flag there? Donnie, can you show the Iowa State flag right above you there? That's a watch bar for Iowa State, mainly basketball fans, but it's a Midwest baseball bar as well. Very popular with Royals fans and, of course, St. Louis Cardinals fans who have to peacefully coexist. Talk about memorabilia. This has been a bar, by the way, for about 200 years. Here's a wall of Hall of Fame baseballs. You remember Whitey Herzog? How about Yogi Berra? This thing is loaded with baseball names. We also have the Brian McRae, yes, former Royal and former Met, Brian McRae jersey right up there in the corner. So there is definitely a Kansas City flavor. I'm told, however, that it's also a Mets bar. So you may not see quite as many Royals fans during the World Series. We're getting ready for Game 3 here in New York, Queens specifically, at Citi Field. If you're still thinking you might want to make the trip, well, we did some checking for you, and it's not going to be cheap. In fact, the cheapest last-minute trip to New York we could find is standing room only for $466, I should say. If you want to fly, we found flights that are still available. Leaving Kansas City just after noon tomorrow, $479. Or you could drive. Gas will set you back about $268, and then you'll need a place to stay. Well, how about Howard Johnson's, the orange roof, right near the airport, LaGuardia, for $140. You're not far from Citi Field at that hotel, and Citi Field has a Kansas City connection. Its opening day was April 13th, 2009, replacing the historic Shea Stadium at the time. It has a capacity of 41,922 baseball fans, 54 suites, 6 clubs, and guess what? Its designer has a Kansas City connection. Populous is the architect and designer of Citi Field, where Game 3 will be played tomorrow night. So maybe we've got that over them. We tried that last year at AT&T Park. It didn't really work, but we'll try it again. By the way, Populous also designed Yankee Stadium, the new Yankee Stadium. All right, take a quick look again at Foley's in Midtown. Oh, we got a Mets fan here. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, guys. This is a Royals bar, I thought.
No, negative. Big fat negative. New York Mets bar.
Big fat negative on that. Well, we'll see. Royals up 2-0. We'll see how it goes when things turn to Game 3. When we come back later at 5:30, we'll visit with the proprietor here, and he'll tell us more about the history. Meantime, speaking of Game 3, Al Wallace is out at Citi Field right now with a preview. Al?
Stormy weather, first on Fox.
Here we go again. Let's get you straight over to Chief Meteorologist Mike Thompson. Mike? Well, all right, we're back live here on Fox 4 News at 5 as we have sort of shifted gears here and are providing continuous storm coverage at 5:31. I just got a note or a message from Megan Dillard. She's off today and was trying to enjoy a movie at the North Glen 14 theaters up 152 in North Brighton. She says all of the patrons have been moved into one of the theaters. They've shut down the movies there, and everybody's in one theater safe and sound, but it's raining so hard they can't even see cars outside the theater.
That's one of the areas hit hard by this thunderstorm.
We knew it was coming.
Good call. Well, you were watching Fox 4, obviously, because the guys have been saying all day long, and even Carly as early as this morning, that a line of storms was expected to come through. Lori, thank you so much. Lori Bailey, who is in the Northland in Liberty right now.
All right, let's go to Katie Banks, who is also in the Northland, to get an update on the Walmart, who has had some trouble with some windows blown out and now a possible gas leak. Is that what we're hearing, Katie?
All right, we're trying to get Katie Banks. Katie, can you hear us?
And right here on the side. A Metro man in need of a ride from Westport's popular entertainment district got more than he bargained for. Good Samaritans he thought were helping him instead robbed him and put him in a frightening ride at gunpoint. Fox 4's Robert Townsend picks up the story there live from Westport tonight. Robert?
Part of the road to gold is who you meet along the way, and when you come to a city like New York City, you just got to go to Times Square, right? We had a chance to do that this morning, and we were kind of curious, based on some of the characters we saw there, what did they know about our city, Kansas City?
It's in the United States.
Wow. What do you know about Kansas City?
No idea. I know about Mets, but no idea.
What do they have like 9 Murphys on their team.
9 Murphys? I thought that was the Mets.
Well, they got 1.
Kansas City.
How about the city of Kansas City?
No idea.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm John Holt from Fox 4 in Kansas City. Mind if I ask you a quick question? I'm kind of creepy, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, boy. You know about the Royals and the Mets?
Yes, we know, but not much.
Who are we cheering for?
What do you do? Mets?
Yes.
Mets? Or Yankees?
Yes.
No?
Mets.
You can move along now. Royals play where?
No idea.
Not the UK Royals, the Kansas City Royals.
I was never in. I like English rugby because the men don't wear pads and they're really fit.
Who's playing?
The Mets.
And?
I don't know.
And?
I don't watch baseball. I'm a football fan.
Maybe he knows about the Chiefs in London this Sunday. I don't know. And by the way, I really wasn't being creepy. I just wanted to know what she thought of Kansas City. Those folks didn't know much, as you can tell. But we did find a couple who knows a lot about Kansas City. In fact, one of them, Emily, is from Kansas City, from Leawood, to be exact. She came to New York to go to college and met Peter. Well, Peter's a big Mets fan. Emily's a Royals fan. So we had to check their Upper West Side apartment last night to make sure the marriage was going to be okay. What we learned was they still love each other. They've only been married for a year. But when it comes to the Royals versus the Mets, something they never anticipated in the World Series, there are rules.
It's been tough.
Well, we're not sure who's going out to watch tonight. One of them will. They cannot watch together. We will hope, of course, being Royals fans that we are, that Peter has another tough night. But terrific couple, and I think they're going to be just fine. At the end of the day, the winning side of the family will do something for the losing side just to make them feel better. That's our Fox 4 News at 5 Road to Gold coverage, Susan and Phil. We'll kick it back to you there on Signal Hill as we get closer to game time. Royals wrapping up batting practice. Back with more on Fox 4 News at 6. We'll see you then.
Welcome back, Fox 4 News at 9. You decide 2016. We're heading west on this election primary day. 3 states casting votes tonight. Actually, primaries and caucuses. I just checked. No results are in just yet, although the polls are closing. Both Republicans and Democrats are taking part in the Arizona primary and Utah caucuses. Only Democrats caucusing in Idaho tonight. Now, in some cases, voters waited in line for as long as 2 hours to cast a ballot. Donald Trump has led the polls in Arizona because of his hardline immigration stance. He'll have a tougher time in Utah tonight. He's insulted Mitt Romney, of course, who's from Utah. Romney endorsing Ted Cruz and says he'll vote for him there. On the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton holds the lead in Arizona. Projections have not yet named a favorite in Utah or Idaho. No real polling there. We'll keep an eye on the numbers. So far, none in yet.
Nothing like being down on the field up close and personal to giants.
Yeah, we feel
these guys are huge.
They are really large.
You and I don't look up to too many people, but
No.
when we're before the game, not only
Yeah.
yes, sir. No, sir. I'll
Yeah.
get out of your way, sir. No problem. All right, let's talk some football. We'll bring Big Al Wallace in here. He's huge, too, when it comes to talking about somebody else that's been huge against this team, whether he was in a Colts uniform or a Broncos uniform, Peyton Manning.
By the way,
All right, Fox 4's Al Wallace, who is now headed to Toronto with the team. They'll go there for games 3, 4, and 5. The Royals need to win 2 to end it and move on to the World Series for the second year in a row. If not, they bring it back here for games 6 and maybe 7. The rally towels worked.
Woo!
Abby, they handed these out to fans coming in, and
You need some rally
someone's
work.
going to get hurt.
Rally towel
Someone's
work.
going to get hurt.
That was a good
Anyway,
shot.
7th inning rally. The Royals are up 2-0 as we move to ALCS Game 3 Monday night.
They have the world's best fitting underwear. It's kind of a boxer brief combination. I'm a size large.
You asked, Holt.
I'll find
in the waist. And if you could get the
I'm sorry,
pack,
did you say you were so size small, multicolor pack?
Yeah, right. Anyway, they have one that's like the red, black, and gray. If you could get that one, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll
see if I can find something in royal blue for you. George, the mantra unfinished business was used a lot this season, even before the season started. How much of the loss in 7 games at home to the Giants played into what we're celebrating tonight?
Well, I think some. Hey, guys. And what an honor to have the #1 rated Major League broadcast team tossed to us at Fox 4, our friends at Fox Sports Kansas City. That can only mean one thing for this kid who grew up following the Royals, and that is we're here at a parade 30 years later celebrating a world championship. How about that?
Absolutely unbelievable. You know, everyone was hoping 29 years would be the magic number, but now that it's made it 30 years, it's just that much sweeter. We were so close last year. This year, I can't imagine anything happier.
2 things bring a community together. One is tragedy, one is a celebration. Sports teams, sports franchises bring a community together like nothing else in celebration, and that's exactly what we're going to have today.
You know, this celebration should have been held last year. We all know that, right? A guy named Madison kind of got in the way as you take a look at the sea of blue that runs from downtown all the way to the Crown Center area. I don't think there's anything left in any store in this town that's blue.
No.
Everybody's wearing it right now.
I've got some on.
Exactly.
I had to buy mine before the baseball season to make sure that I would have something blue in my closet, because even if it wasn't a Royals related thing, every store is sold out of royal blue. So exciting to be here and to see the sea of blue for sure.
And how big is this day for Kansas City? Well, as we mentioned, it's been 30 years. 1985, of course, the last World Series championship for this town. Schools, one by one, the dominoes started to fall yesterday. Al, you and I were on the way back to New York following on Twitter. We're canceling classes. This is like a massive snow day with bright royal blue skies.